You're watching Theme Park Worldwide, where we're here at the Alton Resort to bring you all a dedicated Nemesis construction update.
It's been quite a while since we've done one, so what we're going to do is we're going to take you around the area and see if there's anything to update on.
We'll start off inside the park here, and then we'll make our way outside and see what we can see back in to the Nemesis site. The ride is closed throughout 2023 for a retrack and will be reopening in 2024. Over winter, we brought you quite a few different updates showing you the track actually being taken out, and it was really weird, wasn't it, seeing the track being lifted out?
We really enjoyed watching it.
It was great, and it is fantastic that Alton Towers are looking after this legendary roller coaster and completely retracking it from the top of the lift hill through to the brake run. And along with that as well, we think there's going to be some other theming enhancements made to the ride and the surrounding area for 2024, and we'll talk a bit more about that in this video. Along with that, we know that Nemesis SUB-TERRA will be returning soon as well. The park is still yet to say anything, however, we've got a bit of an update to share with you on that, so stay tuned in this video. Just want to start off by saying I can't believe we're already a month into the 2023 season. It's been a month since our opening vlog coming down here, and actually it was fenced off down at the bottom, so you couldn't actually get down to Galactica and Funk and Fly this way. You had to walk round to the right hand side past the Blade, and yeah, the entrance to the Blade was also on the other side, wasn't it?
Now they've gone back to the original. I do like how they've opened it up because you can get quite close to Nemesis now, which is great.
Yeah, it's better how they've opened this up. It was causing a bit of a bottleneck round the back just there, and if it didn't need to be closed for the works, then yeah, they may as well have opened it up like they have done now. Also, we've got the observation platform that's been in place for a month as well. Still nothing has happened with that. I do think they're probably waiting for this big SUB-TERRA returns announcement, and they're probably going to coincide it all together with Nemesis SUB-TERRA returning and also this viewing platform. Originally, when we saw this a month ago, we were talking a little bit about how we'd heard speculation that we're going to charge for this. We've heard lots of different things now. However, I've been thinking a bit about this one, Charlotte.
They cannot charge to go up there, surely.
Well, I've been thinking not just that, also the fact that really we've got a ride that's closed this year. A big ride that's closed. The price hasn't changed to reflect that. No. So really they should offer this complimentary.
What they should do is they should do free time slots for people to go up. They can't charge for it, surely.
Yeah, because you've got to think it is going to get busy up there if they just let people on there for free without booking. So yeah, I think free time slots would be the best way of them doing that. Also originally they were playing the Nemesis soundtrack still around here, which was quite nice, but yeah, there's no music playing around here now, which is a shame really, because it kind of kept the atmosphere alive still around in this area with Nemesis being closed. So yeah, we've not walked down here since the track was taken out, because this was all blocked off. Yeah, you can see the sign just here now. It's looking very worse for wear. I'd imagine this will all be getting completely refurbished. Hopefully we'll keep this iconic sign though, with the statement on here about this is the world's most intense ride experience. I think for me though, I would have took this sign down for now with this opening up.
Such a bad state at the moment.
Yeah, I know the ride's closed and everything, and originally this path was blocked off, but yeah, really, that needs taking down and restoring now. Well, yeah, here we go. Let's see what we can see. Obviously, with this being much closer now, we have a good look through the holes just here into the Nemesis construction site. And yeah, look at this. First time seeing this angle just here without that iconic corkscrew there. Look at that. Wow. It's so different, isn't it? Instead of seeing the corkscrew emerging from the trees. Fascinating. You can also see from this angle how the lift hill looks like it's been pressure washed at the moment as well. We do know that Nemesis will be coming back with a new colour scheme when it opens next year. It will feature black track, so I'd imagine we're going to be seeing the lift hill painted to match the new track that's currently being manufactured over in Ohio in the USA. Well, yeah, you can see they've pressure washed half of the lift and the top half has not yet been done. Lots of activity around here as they're now working actually on the foundations, which is a huge part of this project and really one of the main reasons why this work needed doing, not just a replacement of the track and the supports, but actually the foundations for Nemesis. It's a very forceful roller coaster, as you'll all know if you've been on this legendary ride, so they really need to make sure that the foundations are perfect for a ride like this. And yeah, with the ride coming of age, it needed that work doing, and we're really pleased that Alton Towers decided to do that. You can still see all the entrance signage, queue line signage, and the actual queue line still in place there as well. And if we pan around to the right here, you get a bit of a look down there to the station. Yeah, this is where the downward helix is, and that's all been completely removed. And that's where we know there's going to be an additional support going into that place as well, because it's one of the most forceful sections of legendary Nemesis. Ever since they announced the Nemesis closure last year, they've done a great job with all the marketing surrounding this. I loved the video content that we saw at Alton Towers fireworks, and then being here on the last day of operation at fireworks last year, seeing John Wardley himself, the ride designer and legendary theme park ride designer, actually walk down the queue line was quite special. It really was. And yeah, the way that Alton Towers did that on the last day was brilliant. And yeah, all the signage around here as well, showing that the Phalanx have taken over. So there we go, the entrance to Blade is now back where it was before. And if you come round to the left just here, obviously normally you'd have all the fence in place, but they've took that actual metal fence down, replaced it with this one, and we can see the foundation work taking place here. Look at this. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm really pleased they've opened this up. It means if they are charging for that observation platform, really, we don't need to go on it because we can see everything from down here in the park, you know. Obviously we get a really good view from up there, but I think it'd be disappointing if they do charge for it, especially with it being a major ride closed anyway. They should just give that a little bit back. But again, we can't really comment further on that yet until we know if they are going to charge for it or not. Alton Towers haven't even officially referenced the fact that it's there yet, which is interesting. Obviously we know from our sources that it is a viewing platform, but we'll see what exactly happens there. We'll zoom in up to the lift hill there as well, bit of a better angle on that just there. And yeah, if you didn't know much about the history of Nemesis, it's a B&M inverted roller coaster, opened here in 1994. And yeah, this is where it comes round into that downward helix, one of the most intense and forceful parts of the ride. Let's hope it keeps that forcefulness when the ride reopens. I'm sure that it will do though. B&M are really good with these retracts from what we've seen in the past. And yeah, you can see just here as well, a little look at where another foundation is going into place, and the support will fit onto the footer in there. But it's really deep, the foundations. Like, it's fascinating just to look at all this kind of stuff. I really do like it, and shortly we're going to be seeing the arrival of the new supports and track as well. We don't know when yet, but we'll be here covering it as soon as we see it, of course, and bring you all the latest updates. But yeah, really fascinating seeing all the foundation work that's currently going on for Nemesis. We know they've actually been doing a lot of pressure washing as well on the other side of this fence, which is a positive for the ride, looking really fresh when it does return, and with that new colour scheme as well. It's a great angle, probably the best so far. Yeah, you can see where all the scaffolding towers are there. That was where the drop was, and down into that first inversion, the corkscrew itself. And there's the Nemesis monster, the station. Oh, we're going to see some changes to the station. I think we probably will do, especially to the exterior, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. I do think we're going to see some updated theming around here, especially with how Alton Towers, you know, have really improved their theming abilities over the past few years with the likes of Wicker Man and the Curse at Alton Manor. Not so much with Festival of Thrills, the recent events. Check out that vlog if you haven't already seen it. But I'm staying positive about Nemesis. I do feel like they know how iconic this ride is. It's legendary, but we're going to want to get this right. Or at least I really do hope so. It's weird not having this ride open this year, but we're so pleased that this work is being done. Here you get a great angle here. I do like the kind of fake track, like the monster's feet there as well. I hope that all that kind of stays, refurbished of course. A little look further up there again as well, zoomed in. So weird, isn't it, seeing it without all the track there. But Nemesis, this time next year, fingers crossed, we'll be riding this legendary roller coaster again. Look at that, what a great angle. On another note, I do love the old school Forbidden Valley logo and this sign here. Yeah, the fence came across here at the start of the season, and you can actually see where the supports were for the fence just down here. Yeah, that's all been taken away. I'd imagine maybe later in the year when the new track and supports start going in, they may need to block this off again, but we'll see. I mean, this looks quite permanent how they've done this all around here. Maybe it's going to stay like that for the season and not come down until the end of that. We'll see. Well, yeah, what are you thinking, Charlotte, to all the works going on?
Yeah, it's quite nice to see it going up again, isn't it, really?
It is,
nice
yeah.
When the track starts to get delivered and we can see that, that'll be the really exciting time.
This is the stuff what takes the time now, the foundations.
It's going to take the time to be able to do it, but when the track comes, I'm really looking forward to seeing it.
And that's going to go up really quick, I'd imagine.
Sure
it didn't take them that long to take the old track out, really.
It was quite quick, we were quite surprised.
Yeah, it was all done in just over a month, really.
Not too bad at all.
No, that's the thing, and same with new track, it'll probably take longer than that. However, yeah, it's really positive to see this project happening, and yeah, I do like, you know, how they've done all the signage and everything.
Really good job.
They have. and it gives me hope for this coming back with a bang next year.
I hope the marketing for it continues and we start to see some more of the backstory coming on soon.
I think we're going to see that very, very soon with a certain ride that will be reopening in just a matter of time. We'll head up there and have a look at Nemesis SUB-TERRA in just a moment. Here's another fantastic angle for you of the station. Like I said, I hope it doesn't change too much, but I do think we'll see some enhancements made to the monster itself on there. I do like that, how the monster's legs are the track, or at least turns into the track down there. You can hear the monorail just going above us. That's another great place to get views over the site. And yeah, there's a look at the exit ramp, completely removed so they could access the track, because it goes into the final inversion just underneath that section there. And a look back towards the photo booth, all the classic signage. But yeah, lots of pressure washing's been done down there as well, which is positive. I think it's going to look really fresh when it does open for 2024. But yeah, another great angle. We're going to head a little bit further around to the right now and see what else we can see. They have moved the fence a little bit around there, so I don't think we're going to see as much as we did before. And just here round by Galactica now. Whee! There he goes. And yeah, you can't really see a lot through here now. This is more just access into the site, and this is where they'll be bringing in that new track and supports. But yeah, that all leads through to the gate just up there, and the final turn into the brake run for Nemesis. Well, yeah, that's all we can really see from in the park. We'll have a look on the outside and see what we can see in just a moment. But first, should we go and have a look at Nemesis SUB-TERRA? And here's a look then at the exterior of Nemesis SUB-TERRA. There's been a lot happening here over the past couple of weeks, lots of activity. We weren't here to see it, but they're actually painting up down the bottom here the other day. What we did see a couple of weeks ago was the pre-show testing. We posted that on our socials.
We did indeed, we saw it going.
I don't think we're far away now.
We can't be far from away, surely.
I'm surprised Alton Towers haven't referenced it yet. Everybody knows it's coming back.
Knows it's coming back, so we might as well just announce it.
Oh,
really.
we just had even more confirmation today as well, because we actually saw ride staff making their way in literally about 15 minutes ago, which is a good sign for this attraction returning very soon. Now that ride staff are in there, actually being trained, and yeah, ride management going into the building, and oh, much like here as well. Oh, really? There we go. Merlin Magic Making heading in. Yeah, it's a good sign. Something's talk about timing. Don't you just love how we get the timing? Brilliant. It's all happening. There you go. You've heard it there. Confirmation from someone wearing Merlin Magic Making. It's all happening. There we go.
That was brilliant.
Fantastic. It's all happening, and it's happening here very soon. Returning Nemesis SUB-TERRA. There we go. And that's confirmation from MMM. We always seem to get the timing with these things, don't we?
We get it timed so well.
Fantastic. And then we're going to make our way outside the park now, and we'll continue on with this update, having a look at what we can see of the Nemesis construction from on the other side. Just outside the park then now to bring you a few more updates. And yeah, the black fence over there is covering the site which they've been using during the Nemesis construction. Like when they brought the old track and supports out, it went onto there before leaving the site. Does that mean that when we see the new track and supports arrive, it's going to go there first before getting transported in? That's certainly a possibility, or they might use one of the car parks, because it's not a massive space behind there. Not loads more to see from outside the park here, other than the Steve Foster crane that's in position just over there still as well. And yeah, that's been there for quite some time now during the Nemesis works. And here's another look at, this time, the top of the lift hill, where we can see the end of the old track and where the new track will start for Nemesis. It still feels weird looking at that and seeing it, the track just ending in that place. However, we're really excited to see the new track arrive from Bodger and Mabillard. And another look just here at the Steve Foster crane, right around the back of the site then now, from outside the park. And yeah, normally the loop, you'd just be able to see the top of there. And yeah, we've got this piece of machinery just here as well. Yeah, it looks to me like that's to do with all the foundations, concrete, all that kind of stuff, as we can see just over there as well. So yeah, not loads to see from over here, but like I say, we're in that period now where all the foundation work's taking place. And then yeah, once that's complete, we'll be seeing the supports and track arrive here at Alton Towers. And that brings us to the end of this Nemesis construction updates here from Alton Towers. Like I said many times now, really pleased that they're actually doing this project. And yeah, it is weird not having Nemesis inside the park this year. It does feel really flat, especially down in Forbidden Valley. but I'm so pleased they're doing this, and we look forward to 2024, don't we?
Exactly. I'm really looking forward to getting back on Nemesis.
For now though, you've still got another B&M coaster down here in Forbidden Valley. You can see it there behind us, Galactica. And yeah, this first section of track's black on here, and that's going to match really with the new track for Nemesis as well when it comes in. I'm still not sure how I feel about them changing the track colour,
like the blue track
but I think we'll see what happens when it's all in. I'm open to it, seeing how when it's all into place in Forbidden Valley. I think the most exciting development we've seen today was that Merlin Magic Making member of staff say that about it's all happening here down at Nemesis SUB-TERRA. Prior to that, about 20 minutes before, we saw ride management heading in there and ride staff. I think we're literally days away from hearing something. If we don't hear something in the next week, I'd be quite surprised, but I don't know, we'll see what happens. We're so close to this opening up. The park is still yet to reference it at all. They've still got a member of the Phalanx outside, but come on, Alton Towers, we all know it's coming back now. Let's get this advertised and get people down here and get the hype built up for Nemesis SUB-TERRA, which will then build the hype up ready for Nemesis reopening in 2024. Well, there we go. Check out our other Alton Towers videos if you haven't already seen them. Filmed quite a few recently, bringing you all the latest updates here from the resort. And that leaves us with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. See you in the next vlog.